As you can see, this is mushroom coffee. I haven't never really been interested in mushroom coffee. I know it's a direct alternative to drinking coffee. It's interesting when people tell me or they say that they get jitters from coffee. Me personally, I don't really get that at all. And when I'm off of coffee, I do notice that my energy is a lot lower. Coffee in itself helps out in energy boost and whatnot. But I've been hearing a lot of different stories about this, and I think it will be kind of curious coming from a coffee roaster to test out this product to see what it's all about. So there's a lot of things on the back of it. And this is quite expensive. This is about $30 on Prime Day, so probably about $40 regularly, which is really expensive for what this is. So essentially a 30-day supply. You usually have one scoop of it. So we're gonna actually test it out for the first time, get my initial assessments, and then we're gonna see what we're gonna do with it. Let's go ahead and open this up. Bag looks cool, funky, groovy, as they would say. Let's go ahead and smell it. It does smell sweet. I thought it would smell really bad, but it doesn't. There's no scoop in here, so let's get a scoop. Where is it? 1 tablespoon into a mug. So let's be accurate right here. And they say about 3 to 7 ounces of water. 1 tablespoon is quite a bit, but so follow directions, pour it in the cup. Okay, we're gonna switch this to ounces, and water is at 190 degrees, 3 to 7. So let's take about 6. Let's do 6 ounces. In the middle of the road, mix it through. And I normally have my coffee black, so we're gonna taste this black. Here we go. So like I said, here's the bag. Everyday Dose. It's kind of interesting. It's like a rip off my name. Mine is Everyday Beans. Beans being the coffee. Everyday Dose, I guess you have this every day. You know, it's cool. Everyday thing. Packaging is fine. I have no issues with the packaging. My packaging isn't like out of this world, but it does get the job done. But here we go. Tastes like an instant coffee. That's what it tastes like. It is black. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. It is black like coffee. It represents like coffee. That's interesting. It has no soul. If that makes any sense. This coffee has no soul. It really doesn't. This is called coffee. It has mushrooms. It has all the good stuff. Properties to keep you alert and happy. I can see how this can actually mix really well with whatever you do add to it. It says no crash, no jitters, and no coffee bloat. Welcome to the future of coffee. Which is interesting. There's so many people that drink coffee that don't really experience these symptoms, and if they do, it's very minimum. But this is okay. Let's read the rest of this. White Dose. Everyday Dose drastically builds on the benefits of regular coffee with added supplements. Our next gen coffee provides functional mushrooms, nootropics, and collagen protein to give you calmer energy and sharper focus with added gut, brain, and immune support so that you feel balanced and find your flow. The taste. Better than your baristas with 80% less caffeine than regular coffee. No crash, no jitters, and no bloat. Welcome to the future of coffee. The taste. Better than your baristas with 80% less caffeine. I don't think it's probably better than a barista's. A lot of times when people drink coffee from coffee shops, we'll talk about that later in a future episode, or we'll go to coffee shops and start talking about that. Give you my opinions about tasting coffee, drinking coffee in a cafe. Is that coffee tends to they kind of want it to be middle of the road, more approachable for a lot of people. And that's the reason why they don't have crazy funky coffees that have more expressive notes. And in this case, this compared to a regular coffee, I think the taste is not there. It does taste like coffee. It really actually does. But on a lower tier type of coffee, something that doesn't really have much taste, no acidity on it whatsoever, which is good for most people. And then there's no fruitiness on it, and there's no real sweetness on this coffee. So there's no real balance. It's just there. It's just something that you drink and you move on with your day. I don't know if I'm gonna do a 30-day test with this because I'm gonna be drinking coffee too. So I'm a coffee roaster. So why would I do this for a 30-day challenge or whatnot? I'd probably do it for a couple days challenge, like 4 to 5 days or something like that. Let me know what you want me to do with this. Have you had experience in this? I'm curious to see what you think about it, what you like about it, and how comparable it is to you when you actually make your cup of coffee. I'm wondering what the story is of this particular theme of what we're trying to do here. I'm not necessarily trying to give you different alternatives to coffee. I mean, if you do like alternatives to the coffee, that's great. I guess this could be one alternative that you do have for coffee that's going to be beneficial for you. Will it be beneficial for me? Not necessarily. I don't personally like to drink coffees that are really one notey, that doesn't have really any real taste, flavor. And that's the thing about coffee that I like about it, is that it makes me like excited. It makes me emotional to an extent. I don't want to be a dramatic here, but what I mean by that is that coffee, especially in the morning time, it gives me that time to really reflect on the things that I like to do, want to do with the day, and also just a reflection. This does not do it for me. This is just a utilitarian type of situation to where I'm drinking it, I'm done with it, and I'm good to go. Yeah, it doesn't smell appetizing at all. And I'm not just saying that. I'm seriously, just why don't you get some and try it yourself to kind of form your own opinion. This is my opinion. I know it may be a little skewed because I am a coffee roaster, but I know that you probably go through this too when you do have a new bag of coffee or a coffee in general, and when you're actually drinking it and smelling it, it smells like so amazing and so intoxicating, and different coffees bring different things out. And that's one of the things that we have to realize and understand, is that this is not it. But if you're the type of person who don't care for that type of things in coffee, you only care about the caffeine, this may be up your alley. The reason why I say that is because this coffee right here allows you to get the benefits of coffee, as they say, and also get all the other stuff that they recommend and say. And it's pretty much like a vitamin in a cup of coffee. That's what we got right now. I don't know really where this is going to go, but let me know what you're thinking about this, if you have tried this at all. And we will try it eventually with creamer, and probably even get my wife's assessment on what she thinks about it. With creamer, did she notice anything? I think she's not going to really notice any drawbacks with creamer with other things. I think it's going to mix really well. I mean, I'm sure they made sure that it does mix really well with that type of stuff, with those different type of applications that people have. And I'm sure you can add whatever you want with it, because it does look like coffee. Look at that. Look at that. Oh shit. My bad. So I'm gonna finish this, and I'm gonna have a real cup of coffee later on, and then we'll go from there. But let me know what you want to do, what you're thinking about in this little short mini experiment. This is a coffee roaster's first impression of drinking mushroom coffee. So talk to you later. Bye.